So curious to see how they're going to fan here as the jousting session is about to come upon us. 3 versus 3. TSM versus BP early on.
And they're rotating to the north of them
One.
with a beautiful spray. He'll immediately catch a doozy out. Can they get a second
Two,
point? They do
three.
3! Are you kidding me? This would be the earliest 4 points TSM has gotten. Unbelievable against a team like BB Team as well.
Oh my lord, as we couldn't make things any closer. Bestelog will be able to survive this, but look at this Purdy, knowing full well where he is going to try and isolate, but Purdy, for the love of everything holy, do not risk a loss of yourself at the potential of a single point. Do not over-aggress. Play it smart, be clever, do not fall here.
I mean, do they go for this or they just let it go? I mean, that is a free point, and every single point matters. They know Bestelog at this point is probably just going to play with them, but they can camp him out, and they might as well. They have so much room in the north, so they could do this, or I mean, I guess he denies?
They have him in the water now. There's no way he can get to the shore and shoot back unless if he catches them all massively by surprise. Best of luck. If you could somehow do this, it would be absolutely insane. He's down below water. There's no way he survives. TSM are going to get themselves 3 points off a BB Team falling. And honestly, I think that's the earliest point denial we have ever seen in competitive PUBG. But Purdy, that 1 HP escape, had me scared for a second.
But the other thing as well that was so impressive about that is TSM knew there was a team that was north, right? They knew there was a team that dropped right next to them, so you know what? If we get the opportunity, let's slow it down, let's take care of them. Meanwhile, 17 Xiaobei will try to get some damage here onto AGG as they've already lost Little Ghost.
And this is where it becomes difficult for the teams that are currently top, because the teams that are sat below them know we have to make a miracle game happen in order to rise to the top. So look at the aggression we're seeing out of these mid-pack teams that desperately want to get in on some of the chunk of the top prize pool.
Yeah, as you see Tycon now trying to give a little bit of a rebuttal back to 17 Xiaobei. Dangerously close to getting knocked as Suju now with the seat swap, trying to get some damage, but the smoke will cover him. And that actually goes perfectly into your point.
Yeah.
Sonics have to know that there's going to be other teams trying to contest in that mid-pack as well, so their rotation is even more dangerous as Zest will find Xiao Wu.
They could have been part of this had they gone earlier, but they're clearly taking their time. They might be hearing these shots, though. We are seeing Tickleton going up towards Pachinki Hill now, from where obviously they won't be able to see any of this, but they'll see the knocks and the kill feed info that's within a kilometer and a half. And then, obviously, if they can hear the shots, if they can kind of put 2 and 2 together, there might be third-party points for them to go for. But with where they're sat currently, do you risk it? Do you potentially get yourself tangled in a third-party fight on the edge of the first circle? It could just be too dangerous.
Yeah, sure, you get the points, as you're saying, Toby, but you lose vital position in that circle, especially when it shifts, because you have that problematic Yas Lake in the center of the circle that causes wonky shifts, especially once we get to phase 4. So I think for Sonics, they just let those points go by the wayside.
I was going to say there's more to play for. Xiaobei, of course, not a whole lot more than this to play for. They're sat here, they're tucked in, ready and waiting for the fight to come. Xiaobei forced to prone down, get healed on up if he could, but no, it's not going to be time forward. Sapao peeks on over, able to take him down as AG Global, again, trying to climb this mid-pack leaderboard. They're at 48 points currently. Na'Vi within reach. Danuma with a good game here, potentially within reach as well, unless if Sushu has something to say about it.
I was going to say, AGG only 9 points behind 8th place, and again, every placement matters! And a flying car! Suju will find Sapao!
Oh, last bullet in the chamber, not gonna matter. Cest finds him, and 17 Gaming, your PGS 1 champions, will fall in what currently is 7th.
And TSM, being the beneficiaries of this shift, have gotten here early. We saw them take care of BB Team. We talked about it already, but now they have to depend against all the teams coming into their north as well as their west. But now Sonics taking shots, trying to chase down Cerberus, will find Haisaki.
Cerberus is turning around on this one, though. You're seeing it. They're coming back towards Haisaki. This could be dangerous for Sonics. We talked about it before. How much are you willing to risk for a couple of early game points? Himas is nearby. He's out of the vehicle. He's clearly trying to take shots now towards the Sonics players. Kickstart trying to get out away to safety, but they actually have help. It's help from All Gamers Global, far off in the distance, able to suppress, potentially allowing for Sonics to get out of here alive. Are they turning around on this too?
No, I think Sonics is just trying to get out of there. They're trying to get away as quickly as possible. Petrichor to at least find the dip for now, and it looks like they're going to stop. They're going to stop on this fight, Toby. They're going to try to take it to Cerberus.
Sonics is turning it around. Dogmite down already. Adrian down to low HP. Himmers can't hit these shots that he so desperately needs to land. Shrimsy able to take down Haisaki as well as they find Sololsi too. This could be a clean sweep for Sonics, a perfect start to the final match of the tournament. But they need to find Himmers, and there they go. 4 points in the bag for Sonics early on.
Beautiful wipe coming out from the Sonics, and they don't take a single knock in return. And so now if they wanted to, they could shift to AGG, but AGG has wisely decided, you know what, that fight's over. There's no knocks available. Let's just get into the circle. But this buys Sonics some much needed time. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how this has played out and how perfect that circle was, not only for Sonics, but Petrichor as well.
He's trying to stay alive here as they find one, find two, fighting on multiple fronts now. Clory's down, Hakatori down as they try to venture further forward. So far, no casualties on their side, but Tanru priming an 8, lopping it up forward. Not gonna find much as I say that. Perfect throw. Gustav, first one to fall.
And the Expendables, Tanvu could ruin this tournament here for FaZe with multiple members down now, and one just straight up being flushed. FaZe down to 3.
Yep. Gustav down early on, not what you want to have happen. Gustav has played a phenomenal part in this FaZe climb to 100 plus points as well.
This is so close, and fortunately for FaZe, there is only one member left that they have to deal with. But more importantly, look at the ridgeline in the northeast. They actually have a pocket to play. Yep,
definitely do. We just saw Na'Vi get completely dismantled by Danawa as well. Happened off screen, but out towards the east. That's going to allow for Danawa to play way more wide. Now Petrichor joining the kill feed. Fex getting points as well. And that's my main concern here. Yes, Sonics already has 5, but how many more points are they going to be willing to try and go for outside of potential placement points coming their way? Fex, yet another one, as they now are sat just 1 point behind Sonics.
Oh, this is so close. You also have TSM still with 4 members alive and 5 kills into this game. But more importantly, looking at Sonics, KDF has conceded the south, so they've actually opted to move more north, be more central, and they've given Sonics just a small, very small amount of room.
Yep, definitely have. Danawa looking towards the north. TSM now doing the exact same thing. They were well aware that Valatai was nearby, and now they find Kiss before he gets to wrap further towards the northern side. So Valatai, just 2 players left alive. They will take out Tianba, who will fall in 10th, but now they have to stand strong against TSM.
And the problem now for TSM is they've been embroiled in this fight for much longer than they wanted to with just 2 members, and they're going to have to make a send in. They just have to go straight in, and they're driving right at AGG, who's going to see this vehicle coming down, and the return fire coming from TSM. But look at this, it's actually KDF giving them a little bit of help. Purdy will fall.
Freaks are doing God's work for TSM right now. Yes, they lose Purdy, but let's see how many more they can keep alive on this rotation. Ixlet takes out Sparking, instantly wants to confirm those points. As Halo is seen as well, and that is TSM. Our 4th place team down and out.
And one of the biggest threats to win this tournament, as you said, are now gone. So it just comes down to Sonics, FaZe, and Petrichor Road.
Petrichor with a chance to take out FaZe as well, with a chance to, with the elimination of FaZe, crawl into 2nd place. Sonics now has to make their move forward as well, but they're sat in a Korean bow effectively on that southern side. FaZe seen over the top teams, first one to fall. When does Fex strike? Here he comes. 1 down, Ixlift confirmed.
And can he be the hero? Fex about to be the other team about to fall in this running here. Currently he's in 2nd place, tied with 1st in the Sonics. Ming making that push forward, and they realize it's just down to 1 member. Fex, can you save this game? Can you make the push? He'll find Chewy, but no, FaZe is out.
FaZe gone down as well, 3rd place out. It's a Petrichor and Sonics race for the top. They want to get Chewy back up. Losing Ixlift is not going to help them at all, but they're tied for points. Now, keep in mind what I said earlier. Sonics lead on placement points. Therefore, they will win this tiebreaker. But at least for now, Sonics have the numbers. But arguably also, at least for now, they have the tougher rotation to make. It all comes down to this next circle. Do we go north? Do we go south? Or do we center up?
And you can see Sonics are not trying to move just yet, even though their backs are against the blue. They're just waiting for the last possible moment to move to see if they have any sort of advantage. And you can see the smoke wall is starting to form, which will give them a little push forward.
Important knock coming through from Summer. They're trying to figure out, do we go west, do we go east, how to re-approach this next shift. The circle has swung towards the east, but they want to wait for Freaks to try and make a move down the hillside first.
Road jumped up by that 1 point, so they are currently sitting in first place. Sonic's now moving with that smoke wall, and they've actually been given room.
Yep.
They have room in the southwest, and they will find a spot to play. It is quite open, though.
They're not inside the circle just yet either. They have to crest around the eastern side of that ridgeline from where they would be visible to Danova. This fight is still going on. Petrico against Freaks, 5th against 2nd, trying to decide who's going to win this tournament. The thing is now, Sonics are going to see this up above. They might just want to engage on this. They have to hold with their backs turned. Yes, they do.
Oh, they do. And so that is it. The Freaks are gone, and Sonics get the majority of those kills.
Exactly. 2 points rewarded for Sonics. They're going to be set tied still at 109. 4 teams left alive. Sonics and Petrichor both knowing where they have one another now. As Snakers finally joins the party, finds Ming Summer down as well. Petrichor down and out. And that should confirm it with them eliminated in 3rd.
Unbelievable. The Sonics end up doing it, but still, Danawa has the opportunity. They can jump up. They can take 6th place. They can still make this work. And yes, for the Falcons, they can jump Na'Vi at the very least, including AGG.
Everybody wanted Smash Rule. Everybody wanted to see the winner of the tournament win the final game. Well, you might just see it here, even without those rules in place. Danawa, 4 Alive, have won a phenomenal game, almost in this exact position. The way they have been playing the east side of this circle up until this point has been absolutely amazing. But Sonics, they allowed them in. Now there's one more circle for them to push forward into. Only 4 smokes left to work with. What do you do here if you're Sonics?
And this brings me flashbacks from last year's Gamer 8 when Sonics were also in this position around Stallberg, going towards that 2nd place. Well, I believe they got 2nd place in the final game, but confirming their win. But this time, going for it all, 4 members alive. They still have to push into the circle, Toby.
Tickleton prone down alongside his teammates, trying to make space, making their way forward. Snakers falls. Sonics and the rest of the players look towards them and say thank you for the help. But now Danawa want to claim yet another win here on this side of the circle. With a win, they could take over Day Trade in 6th place, potentially 2 players down. Danawa is full speed sending it.
And just like that, 2 members left, 7 kills. The win, as you said, will propel them above Day Trade, which is... the implications are still quite important here, as there's only 2 members up. They actually managed to get 3, and they're trying to get Tig up here as well.
Just exactly got all 4 players up just for Kickstart to be taken down once again. Again, the isolation play on the side of Danawa has been picture perfect. A steal set around the southern side, goes for H-Win, finds him as well, and there you have it. Danawa will win the final match of the tournament, but our eyes instantly go to the Sonics. What an effort they have put through. They conquered America. Now they've conquered the world yet again. They are your PUBG Esports World Cup champions, Sonics!
I'm just at a loss for words. The defending Riyadh champions, PGS2 Esports World Cup, the Sonics, they started this event. It was rough. It wasn't going the way they wanted. They made sure to qualify, and then coming into the last game of the day, they start off hot with 2 wins, and the consistency is just incredible. I could not be happier for the boys.
Their eyes, boys, claim your key and insert it into the Esports World Cup trophy. PUBG fans around the world, we have our Esports World Cup champions of PUBG. It is Sonics!
One of them is performing to the same facet, the same level, the same determination, and it's 113 points, confirming that Sonics will be #1, walking away with $700,000 to their name, Toffees.
And well-deserved. This is one of the close. I mean, even looking at these final numbers, it came down. Petrichor on the north, Sonics on the south, FaZe fighting tooth and nail to try to grab those points at the end. This is the best, we call it a barn burner, just a raw fist fight from the jump.
A Bobby Dazzler, mate.
Bobby
Dazzler.
We started with a Bobby Dazzler, and Lord knows we ended with a Bobby Dazzler.